Greetings and welcome back to Idle Miner Tycoon. Okay, so we're in the Ruby Mine, and it was just yesterday we were in here, and of course making things flow a little bit better. And you can see we have 124 AV, so things are flowing very well. And of course I had plans. Yes, I did. We were going to do a prestige of the Heliodor mine, and yeah, then that. 11 days, 5 hours. Wow. Okay, well, I suppose we can get it started, and we will do the Heliodor mine probably on Friday, assuming no other surprises. And speaking of surprises, we get to see what what's name Jess got for us here. Okay, we already know there are 2 green skill points there, and there's some other ones there. So let's see what he got us. Okay, 2 green skill. That's good. What else? Okay, 2 ice. So we're gonna get 2 fire as well. And that is a good legendary mission. A 1 hour insta-cache. That's actually nice. And that is a good mission. Can we get another one of those, please? We're going to try. We're going to try. All right. No, come on. Just try it again. Try it again. Okay. Well, of these options, I'll take the middle one because those are very good for events. Right? The 2 times for an hour. So that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, and I guess we're going to go into the Mardi Gras mine. All right, well, I guess it's that time of year, isn't it? Or is it? All right, well, let's go into the let's go in here and see what the rewards are. All right, let's see. The participation badge. This is for the Mardi Gras. That's just all you do is open up the first shaft and get that one. Okay, mine shaft 5, we get 10 super cash, pardon me. And we open up, okay, so we open up mine shaft 10 and we get it 10 times for 5 minutes. Those are useful. Those are useful. Okay, and then open up Mineshaft 15, and we get 10 times for 10 minutes. I'm starting to grow concerned. Okay, so if we open up Mineshaft 20, we get a common chest and 15 super cash. Okay, it's not an emergency yet. All the good stuff could be on the bottom, right? All right, now, if we open up Mineshaft 25, we get an ice skill point and 20 super cash. I am officially starting to get concerned. All right, so if we open up mine shaft number 30, we get a 2 times for 4 hours. Okay, that's good. All right, that's good. 1 ice skill point and 45 super cash. All right, that's the first one I can say. All right, that's good. So maybe they're good from here on, right? I mean, it is 11 and more than 11 days, so, you know, maybe they put all the good stuff on the bottom because you have a lot of time to get to it. All right, so now, if we get Mineshaft 16 to 500, we get a silver Mardi Gras badge, a 2 times for an hour, an ice skill point, and 60 super cash. All right, well, it might start getting good from here. All right, if we open up Mineshaft 20 to level 600, we get a 10 times for an hour, which is very good, by the way. We get an ice skill point, a rare chest, and 80 super cash. Okay, we're doing better. We're doing better. We're going to have to have big zingers at the bottom, though, I'm sure. All right, now, if we get Mineshaft 25 to 700, and this, of course, is going to require a lot of the mine be maxed out at this point. I mean, you're going to have 800s going down to, like, Mineshaft 21 in order to do this. So this is a hard one right here. If we get that, though, we will get a 10 times for 10 minutes. And 1 ice skill point, and 2 rare chests and 100 super cash. Okay, I am not happy about that boost right there. No, I am not. Not. I mean, a 2 times for an hour would be a lot better. Or maybe 4 hours or something like that. Okay, but if we completely max out the mine, bring everything to max level, like we did the last time, we get the gold Mardi Gras badge. We get 5 skill points. I'm very concerned that is the first thing that pops up. We get an ice skill point, so that will give us 5 ice skill points and 5 fire skill points, and an epic chest and 200 super cash. And okay, so the last good boost we get is actually at Mineshaft 20 to 600. Honestly, I'm wondering whether or not I should even bother going deeper than that. I mean, look, a 10 times for 10 minutes from Mineshaft 25 to 700? That's terrible. And there's none down here. I mean, if one of these was green skill points, those are really useful. I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, the last one I really pushed there in the end because the rewards at the bottom were great, you know? There was a 10 times for 4 hours, and there was a 5 times for an hour. Those are great. These are not great. Okay, well, let's just do it anyway, right? I mean, it's 11-day mine, right? Okay, he's got his little masks there. All right. Okay, what is that in the middle? Is that the Joker? He's not feeling well these days, is he? Okay, so we have Mardi Gras cash. We have 10. So let's open up the first mine shaft. And I got the participation badge, so I got something. Okay, so we need him to start doing some drilling for us here so that he can get us some money so that we can send the elevator up. I'm just going to do this again here. So that we can send the elevator up and then get the warehouse guy going. I just want him to have enough to actually make that trip worthwhile, you know? Okay, so this money is no good to us unless it ends up in the warehouse. So this guy on the top here is going to take it into the warehouse, and then it will appear at the top. Then we can spend it. First order of business, we have to get mineshaft 1 up to 5. All right, and can I do that? I got to click on these guys to keep them moving. All right, how many can I get? All right, well, I can get 7, but I only need 4 here, right? Okay, level 5. All right, and get going. You get going too. And you go over there too. All right, so now I can get some managers. So I'm going to get a manager for this one. So I don't have to worry about clicking on the driller anymore. And move you. I'm going to get one over here. So I don't have to worry about clicking on the elevator anymore. And then I'm going to get one for over here, even though I have a super manager there. So I don't have to worry about clicking on them. All right, so it's all automated now. It's all automated. So the next order of business after they have enough money is to get mineshaft 1 up to 10. What that will do is it will make mineshaft 2 purchasable. Probably going to be over 1,000. If I was to guess, I would say around 1,300. It really depends on the difficulty of the mine, doesn't it? But the thing is, it isn't a more than 11-day mine, so it wouldn't surprise me if it was more than that. All right, we should have enough money to do that, though. All right, so let's see. How much do I have? Okay, that's easily enough. All right, so we're going to get this all the way up to here. Oh, and by the way, you'll notice that the level 10 is a boost level. And you'll notice the total extraction, it's currently 30.9. If we go to the boost, we're going to get an extra plus 40. So it's going to increase by more than half. That's the reason I am really going to push for boosts. Boosts are very important. Anyway, one more. Boom. There we go. Okay, so now, oh wow, 1.92. So this mine is a bit slower than normal, but again, it's going to be here for more than 11 days, so you can kind of understand that. But we do have a lot of money to raise, but I think we're about to get it. Because they're carrying over, there we go. Okay, we can open up this one now. And of course, hire another manager. I can't do it yet. I have to wait until this money comes up. And that money, actually the money carried over. There we go. Now we can get a manager. All right, I'm going to hire a manager. Okay, so that mine's going to be automated as well. Okay, so now we need 19.2 thousand in order to open up the next mine. It's a multiple of 10. See, the next one will be 192,000, and then it'll be 1.92 million. You know the way it works? And then when we hit the barrier will be a different number completely. So, but in the meantime, we do need to get that money. So I think we're going to have to do some raising. If you'll notice that he cannot handle the amount of money, the elevator, he cannot handle the amount of money that is building up in Mineshaft 2. I mean, right there is the money we need, but he can't carry that up. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to take advantage of this one right here, who is going to give us a little boost here, right? Upgrade cost reduction, right? So we're going to use that, and I'm going to increase it. Yeah, I'm just going to give it the 9. I'm going to give it the 9 because it's going to be a nice little boost, and he's going to grab all of that money. See, he's got 31,000 there. Now, I don't have the money to raise up the warehouse as same, but you know what this one does? This one makes him run fast. So, you know what? Run fast! So he's going to run back and forth and get us all that money. I'm actually going to try to increase him a bit so he'll carry more at a time. What's he carrying now? Okay, he brought over 10,000. All right, we shouldn't have any problem getting more money. So we're going to, one more trip and we should be able to open that next one. All right, let's see. There he goes. All right, and we're going to hire another manager. Okay, just throw him in there. And he's going to start making money there too. How much is he going to bring over? Probably 38,000. Yep, 38,000. All right. All right, now I do need to increase this one as much as I can. I'm just going to put 8 onto that one. Okay, and I'm going to increase this one, the elevator. All right, I want to get them up so they can handle the amount of money that's coming out of the mines here right now. That should do the job for a while. All right, I'm going to do a little increase over here, just 10 onto this one. Right, I want to raise them up so they can handle the money. Now, if you look, at the bottom of the screen on the right, just off the side there, you'll see a little pick and a shovel. What this will show you is it'll show you an overview of the mine. And look, the background is not being overwritten. I don't know what they did with that previous one, the Hollywood one, but it was messing up this display. This is fine. All right, now, in the middle of the screen, you'll see mine shaft total extraction. What that means is that the mines, the 3 mines right now, are doing 7.11 thousand per second. You'll notice most of that is coming from the bottom one there. We just opened it. It's doing 90% of the mine. Now, these guys up on top, the warehouse can handle 351K per second, and the elevator can handle 90.7K per second, which means they have no trouble handling this. So we can increase the mine shafts in order to make more money. And by the way, while we were waiting, we have enough money to open up the next shaft. And higher. Okay, now let's just see if that changed the balance of power any. Okay, so that's a crazy thing that happens. All right, now you notice that opening up that last one, that one is now 90% of the mine. What is going on? Okay, this is bugged. Yeah, it's kind of bugged, isn't it? Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I do believe that last one is legitimate, where it's saying it's doing 90% of the mine. Because you can look at the values. It's doing 64K per second. The one above that is doing 6.4K per second, and the one above that is doing 640 per second, right? I don't know what's up with the values here. They seem to be bugged. Maybe that once we get more, it'll work a little bit better. But the most important thing is the total extraction. We need to increase that more, though. All right. Oh, and guess what? We have the next one. Oh, wait. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And we're just going to hire a manager. Oh, the executive. I need to preserve the executive for now. So I'm going to hire another one and stick it in there. I need the executive for a little bit later. Okay, so now we actually need 30.2 million, right? And I do believe that this elevator is not going to be able to handle 11.5 million. No, 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 no. All right, so we need to do some increasing here. I'm thinking, why don't we throw 10? I'm going to throw another 10 there because I want to get it to the 40 boost. All right. I think now he's probably going to handle the most of that money. Let's just see. He's probably going to grab it all. 22 seconds. Yeah, he just grabbed it all. So no problem. We do have a problem with the warehouse. I don't think the warehouse is going to be able to handle it, even with those guys running fast. So let's see. I could add maximum. I could add 30, but I think that would be a waste. So I'm going to add 20. And we're going to see now. Okay, so the mine shafts are producing 7.11K per second, like I said. Okay, these values look like they're bad. No, they're not better now. I said that prematurely. As a matter of fact, I have no idea why that one at the bottom is saying 0.1. The percentages are all messed up. Wow, they're really messed up. That one, 0.1, and it's doing 10 times more than the one before it. So yeah, okay, we're just going to have to look at the raw numbers now. But yeah, the thing is, this one is doing 711K per second, but these guys can handle millions. So it's time to start boosting these mines, right? Which means, oh, and we already have the money. I'm sitting here talking, but we have the money. All right, so what we're going to do is I am going to spend the 75 super cash. I'll somehow find it somewhere, right? And we're going to open this barrier. Right, we're going to open this barrier, and then we're going to start saving up 192 million. All right, now the elevator and the warehouse can handle what's going on in this mine, which means we need to increase what's going on. Now I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to put this one here because I would like to put a discount in the first one, even though it's a little discount, until I get the senior. Now the senior, I should get it when we go down a couple of more mines. Then I'm going to put him up there. What I want to do is, you notice all of these are ones, right? This first one's a 10 and the rest of these are ones. I'm going to increase the first mine shaft because it's easy to level. And when it makes a lot of levels, it's going to make a lot more money, right? It's going to make a lot of money, and then it will be easier to rank up and go deeper and all kinds of things like that. So now let's turn on this discount. Currently, you see it's doing like 438, right? That's all it's doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how far we can get that up. We can add a whole lot to that, nearly getting it to 100. So let's do that. Okay, it's at 99. Look at the boost. Just one more. Oh, we can do one more. We can do one more. Boom. Okay, so now that's doing an enormous amount. Look at that, 63 million. You know that elevator, oh wow, 276 million. He's going to be stuck there now because he can't possibly deal with that much money. So he's going to keep going up and down, and the pile is just going to grow bigger and bigger. Now this can be very useful because it means all that money is getting up there quickly, right? So what I want to do is, I want to do this buff because this one came back. And let's see, how much can we add here? We're nearly at another boost. So I'm going to spend that. Okay, I got the boost at the last minute. All right, so that one is now, notice he grabbed all of it now. He's got 1.62 billion. No problem whatsoever. But the problem here is that these guys over here in the warehouse need a boost, right? All right, so we got 1.6 billion sitting up there. 1.7, I guess. It's closer to 1.7. So now these guys should be able to carry the most of that over, hopefully. Well, a lot of it. Let's just do another increase here quickly before that money pops in there. And of course, they're not running fast anymore. All right, but let's check this because I'm pretty sure we can get that open, right? All right, and we're going to throw a manager in there. I already have this one, so why not throw that in there? Okay, now we need 1.92 billion, but you know what? We have 1.84, pardon me, we have 2.41 billion sitting there. So it's just a matter of these guys carrying that over. So I'm going to give them another increase. Okay, so see, the second one actually has 1.97 billion, so we just got this one. Boom. All right, open that up. And, okay, we got a little discount there in case we need it. But that one is going to probably, yeah, that one is 3.8. Notice if you look at the, it's multiples of 384 right there. Just 10 times more each time. All right, so now we need 19.2 billion. We already have 3.3 billion. Did he get everything? No, he didn't. All right, we need to boost the elevator again. I'm gonna push it to 100. Let's push it to 100. All right, push that to 100. All right, how much is you getting now? Okay, he's got 16.2 billion, which is very good. At that rate, actually, that amount of money will give us the next mine shaft. It's a matter of these guys carrying that money over. All three of them. There are 3 of them now, though, by the way. All right, let's see. How much you guys carrying? Okay, that's not bad. Actually, they grabbed it all, which means as soon as they dump that, we are going to have our next shaft ready. So let them dump that money. There we go. And let's put another manager in. And all of this is coming from that first mine shaft, by the way. Oh, wow, we need to buff him again because we need 192 billion and he can't get below level 7. Which means that 115 billion is going to waste. All right, so we need to increase this one. The next boost is pretty far, so we're not going to be able to do that. But, you know, I figured, why don't we just throw that on? All right, and I'm going to need something over here, too. So that's it. I got to wait for more money to show up, and then I can increase the warehouse. Because otherwise, we're going to get a big pile. How much is he bringing up? He brought up 279 billion. That's more than we need down there. The thing about it is I don't think he could carry that over in a timely manner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the money he just spent and do that. Okay, now let's see what they're going to carry. Okay, he's got 78 billion. He's got 78 billion, and he's got 78 billion. So that, I think, is probably going to handle it. As soon as they drop all those 78 billion, there we go. All right, and now we're going to, okay, now we're waiting for 1.92 trillion. But you know what? We're already up to 42.8 billion, and the money is just pouring in, isn't it? All right, so let's see. Where is our bottleneck? Let's look at the little diagram here. Okay, the mine shafts are producing 71 billion per second. The elevator can handle 15.5. The warehouse can handle 13. So in other words, the mine shaft is producing far more than the elevator and the warehouse can handle, which means there's a big pile at the bottom here. Actually, there's no pile there. How did that happen? Oh, there's no manager there. That's the reason. Hire manager. Oh, and there's the senior. No, you're not getting the senior. I want the senior. I was wondering, what is going on? Why isn't it doing that? That's the reason. Okay, that's much better. I was wondering, why was there a 0 at the bottom? That doesn't make any sense at all. All right, so let's start working on this. Okay, we have 500, we have nearly 600 billion, but we need to do upgrades. All right, let's think. I'm thinking adding another 10 to each of them. Actually, I need to push that to the boost. So I'm going to walk it all the way to 150. So you'll notice what the boost is going to do right there. Total extraction. Boom. All right, now I need to increase this so it will carry more of that money over. How many can I do? 20. I'm going to do 20. Right. All right, so let's see. Let's take a look. The elevator is obviously handling it by more than 100 billion, no problem. The warehouse is handling it by a little bit extra. So if we sit back, the money should just come right to it. Actually, right up there, we got 1.6 trillion sitting up there. So they oh, we got 2 trillion in the bank now, so we can open that. There we go. And now we're going to hire somebody. Actually, no. That's where I wanted the exec. So I'm going to put the exec down there. Right, that's where I wanted the executive, right there. Now, we need 60.4 trillion in order to get all of this moving, right? And we want this barrier to start going away. In the meantime, as soon as we get that, I want to start making these first 10 shafts make as much money as possible so that when I get past that barrier in 2 hours from the time we open it, we'll be able to go much deeper, right? So that's what we're going to work on. All right, I think at the moment we still probably have a problem with the elevator. Right, okay, so the mine shafts are doing 711 billion per second. The elevator can handle 1.69 billion per second, and the warehouse can only handle 87.5. So we need to first work on the warehouse because there's a trillion sitting on top of the elevator. All right, I think we have enough money that we can start looking for good managers. So I'm over in the warehouse right now. The executive should be very easy for me to get. And the executive I'm talking about is that one right there. Notice I was only in the millions when I was able to get it. So this one's going to give us a great upgrade cost reduction, right? So I'm going to put him in there. Now, in terms of the elevator, I can't get the executive. I don't have enough money. Right now we're in trillions. The next one after trillions is going to, not quadrillions, it's going to be AA. After that, it's AB. We need to have AB in order to get the executive. But we can get the senior. So let's start hiring. He's not really too hard to get. One more, I think. One more? No, 2 more. Something like that. There it is, right there. All right, so we're in the billions when we got this one. So we're going to get that one. It's a nice discount. It's not as good as an executive. It doesn't last as long, too. But we need to start doing something because the money is piling up down there. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to activate this one, this one. I think the first thing we needed to do was to work on the warehouse. Right, and then we're going to do a little bit over here. Just one, and then we're going to see what's going on. All right, what did he bring up? Okay, he's got 14.2 trillion sitting on top there. How are we looking? They're closer. They're not there yet. See, they can't handle that 711 right now. So what we're going to do is give them each another 10. Because I don't want to spend all the money, right? This is most of it. All right, let's take a look at it now. Okay, they're able to handle trillions. So we should be able to increase the flow from the mine shafts now. So let me see. I think we can probably add to this fellow right on top, because he just brought up 23 trillion. So let's see what we can do here. I could do that, but I mean, probably not a good idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 50. All right. I added 50 to mine shaft 1, so it didn't really get a big increase. The reason for that, if you'll notice, that one was only like 2.25% of the mine. The one at the bottom, actually it does seem to be working now, the percentages. All right, so the one at the bottom is basically 88%. So I would have to increase that one. We're going to do that, by the way, but just one thing at a time, right? All right, oh, we have enough to open up the thing down here. Yes, we do. All right, so boom. All right, so that barrier is now underway. I am not going to use any more super cash. I could spend the 97, but I think it's a better idea to get these first 10 mine shafts generating as much money as possible. Now, currently, you can see we have 43.3 trillion. I want a lot more than that. Right, so let's take a look here. Now, I believe that it still was not a problem handling this mine. Right, they can handle trillions, so we need to increase what this mine is doing. I would like to get that up higher there. Let's add the 48. All right, so it's very close. I really like to get 2 more. Let's see what's going on. All right, now the mine shafts are doing 5 trillion, right? A little bit more than 5 trillion. So you'll notice that the elevator is stuck at the first level again. He's stuck there. Now, what I would also like to do is I'm going to put the senior in there. That's what I was saving him for. All right, so I got the senior in there. Not going to use him yet. Until I get the 2, I would really like to get the 2. But you know what? I'm going to wait. This is what we're going to do. These guys obviously need help. So let's do something about it before, especially the elevator. We're going to lose that wonderful discount. All right, I'm going to do 1, 2 here. Add 20 to that. And then I'm going to add 20 to this one. Oh, there's a boost coming. All right, so I'm just going to push it to the boost. Boom. So the warehouse should be handling a lot more now. Let's take a look. Okay, so the elevator can handle the mine shafts now. The warehouse is way up there, so there's no problem there at all. All right, so now the money should just be pouring up. Now, I'd like to get those extra 2. They're going to make a big difference. Boom, boom. All right, just to look. Right, all it took was those 2 points to take that from like 5 trillion in cash to like 14 trillion. So now the elevator is behind again. So let's do something about that before that wears out. I'm just going to give it everything. Here, have 35. Because I need to make money, right? All right, so he just grabbed all those trillions, which is a good thing. And you can see I only have 19 seconds left in that boost in the elevator. The other one's fine. The executives last, like, with my settings, like 13.5 minutes. All right, so let's see. Are we getting everything now? Kind of. All right, we actually are, but I want to do some more boosting. All right, so here what we're going to do is I'm going to increase. How much can I do here now? Another 16. Let's do the 16. Okay, it's doing 90 trillion per second, which is fine for the elevator, not so good for the warehouse. So let's increase the warehouse again. Have 30. Not a problem. We can actually increase the mine shafts even more. Right. So, I mean, look, this is handling like 244, the elevator. The warehouse is now handling nearly 400 trillion per second. So that's going to do very well. Now, we could just increase this, right? And I can get 8 with that discount. And it'd probably give me a little bit of an increase. Just a reminder, currently the mines are doing 90%, and that first one is doing 99.22. There's another way to make money, though. See, like I said, I like to work on the first one. I like to max that out and then start maxing them out going down, right? That's a standard thing. But in a situation like this, there's another way to make money. That other way being going down to the lowest one you have, putting the best discount you have there, because like I said, the first one is inexpensive to level. But The one that's the most expensive to level, in this case, Mineshaft 10, will give you the best bang for the buck for each increase. So if I was to activate this one, and I was to say, I can get 50, right? Technically 51. I'm just going to spend all that money and get that to 50. And I'm sure it will have absolutely no impact on the mine whatsoever, right? Let's take a look. Oh, it's doing 2.64 AA per second. And the one that used to be like the whole mine is now 3.41%. Why is that? Because the one we just raised is 96.59%. And we can actually make it bigger than that too, I think. Let's just add a little more here. 8 more. Boom. Okay, and now it's 98.63% of the mine. But of course, that means that these two other guys can't handle it. The warehouse and the elevator. Absolutely not. Yeah, there's a huge pile down here. So the idea here now is to try to get the elevator and the warehouse to handle it. And you see I've lost my my boost over here, so I'm just going to grab one of the juniors. Better a small boost than no boost, right? All right, obviously, if the elevator doesn't bring it up, it's no use to us. So I'm going to see about raising this one. I'm just going to do the 29. All right, so that one's up to 254. And it can nearly handle it. It's up to doing 4 AA. The problem here is a huge pile is going to form on top of the elevator. So now we need to go here. 28. Add the extra 4, just that it popped up, right? Okay, so now the warehouse can handle 8.31 AA per second, which is actually as good as the mine shafts are doing right now, right? So we need to increase the elevator a little bit more. Okay, it's doing 25. It can handle 25 now, which means we can actually increase the mine shafts and make even more money, right? What about you? Okay, here, you know what? Have 39. Have 39. Okay, so that first one now has retaken the lead. It's only a slight lead, but it's retaken the lead. And yeah, it's doing 15 now. The elevator can handle it. The warehouse can't, which means a pile will form on top of the elevator again. So we need to do, I don't think I need that much. 20 should do the job. So just hit 2 10s in there. And even then, that's enough. Right. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to increase this by 10. I'm closing in on a boost there because I want to increase these guys again. Oh, I'm about to lose that one. All right, I don't have a boost there anymore, but I do have a boost down here. And I can add 30 to this. So let's just go up here again and see. Right, now the mine shafts are doing 255, and that big mine shaft we just had a second ago that was doing 56 is now doing 3.37%, because this one down here is just doing amazingly. So that's kind of my way for making money early on. I mean, I'm going to be maxing out Mineshaft 1, because then I'm going to max out Mineshaft 2, then I'm going to max out Mineshaft 3, and that's the way you max out a mine, from the top bottom. But you can get money from the lower ones in a situation like that. That's why I like to save the executive manager there for the boost. I like to move that down there to just get money in situations like that. All right, so right now, they can't handle it. I need to fix this, right? So let's do something about this one over here, because he's got the biggest problem here. So let's just get him up there a bit. He can easily now handle the mine. Now the elevator cannot. So let's see. What that means is the pile is going to form down below. All right, so let's see. I have another junior. Do I have another? Yes, I have another junior. So as I said, a discount, even a low one, is better than no discount. All right, and we can, actually we have a boost here too, so but I'm just going to hit it with that. Okay, wow, that can do 2.4 AB per second. You know what? If we can just do an increase on the in the mines, the elevator and the warehouse will be able to handle it. Can I get that to 100? Not yet. Maybe if more money comes in. Okay, kind of like that. Okay, we're too short. If I can get too short, this will be making a lot of money. Just 2 more, I'll get a boost, and it'll be making a lot of money. I need that money to come up, though. I need that money to come up. What are you guys doing? Okay, they just dropped off a bunch of money. Okay, I only need 2. Boom. All right, so that one, that got a boost. I won't raise that one anymore. It is now doing 2.38 AB per second. Okay, well, the elevator can handle that. The warehouse cannot handle that. So I'm going to go back over here. Max that. I bet it can handle it now. Yep, it can handle 10 AB per second. And that is where I'm going to leave it. Now, this is making me a lot of money right now, and I'm going to let it build up. And as soon as that barrier is ready to go, I'm going to take that money and I'm going to buy my way down. And I'm going to keep doing the same thing. Now, the first goal is to make it all the way down. See here, you don't really have to level anything. You just have to get down to Mineshaft 30. After that, then you have to start worrying about the mines. So what I usually do is, I said, I max out the first one, max out the second, take it down that way. You really don't have to go too crazy with that until you've reached Mineshaft 30, way down here, right? Because as you open these will make increasing amounts of money. Once you get down to Mineshaft 30, that's when you need to start maxing them out, because otherwise you're not going to be able to level those mines. 16 to 500, you could probably have the first 3 to 800, and that will be enough money. I don't know how far I'm going to go down with this. I do realize we have more than 11 days, but I mean, Mineshaft 20 to 600 is like the last really good reward. You know, the 10 times for an hour. I don't know if I'm going to push to go any deeper. I'll have to make up my mind, and we'll see what things are going as. It's just, there's no motivation for it. I fought the last one because there was a motivation for it. There was good stuff there. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So my mind is making a lot of money right now. I'm just going to be letting it go. Another thing is I'm going to be doing boosts down below. A lot of them. I like to keep piling them up, so maybe I have more than a day's worth. That way it keeps collecting it. Of course, you do have to go in and grab the money every once in a while, right? And then when you go in and grab it, then you can just take the money and go deeper. Then, you know, eventually you whip out the super managers if you have them, and you try to get really good with them. You max out the mines then. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So we have the Mardi Gras mine. And this is going to be with us for a long time. Okay, we're going to do the Heliodor mine in the next episode. I promise. So anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.